Hey guys, it's me again, and well, it's October, so today I'm gonna giving you a Halloween episode for top 10s, and it's gonna be a top 10 creepy anime-ish. I wanted to do a top 10 scary anime, but I haven't really watched anime that are genuinely scary. I've just watched, which can be vaguely creepy, so that's what's up with that. So, well, these clothes aren't very Halloweeny. I'm gonna do something about that. Yeah, that's more like it. So let's get started with my top 10 creepy anime. So at number 10 we have, a good example of an anime that's not necessarily scary, but it is creepy, because it's Deadman Wonderland. And basically, the series itself is kind of, action shonen-y, sort of, so it's not really scary, but once you start thinking about what's happening, it's basically about a boy who watched his entire high school class murdered in front of him, and he's convicted for that, having nothing to do with it. And he gets thrown into a prison in which he has to play survival games to, to stay alive. That's pretty fucked up. Everything that happens in this series is just really fucked up, and that's what gives it that creepiness value that's, earned it this number 10 spot. At number 9 we have Mirai Nikki of Future Diary, and this is kind of the same as Deadman Wonderland in that it's a high school boy getting thrown into a survival game which he has really no chance of winning. What makes Mirai Nikki slightly scarier than Deadman Wonderland is that, Deadman Wonderland, although they had supernatural powers, the survival game, really relied on just the government. It was a prison and that's what they did. It's fucked up. But in Mirai Nikki, the whole survival game is held by a supernatural being, basically a god. If there even is a possibility that in Deadman Wonderland they break out of the prison and he's free again, there is absolutely no way that in Mirai Nikki they're gonna get away with it. At number 8 we have yet another survival game series. I'm sorry, these are just good examples, but it's Danganronpa. And I genuinely thought Danganronpa had some creepiness value to it. And it did that better than Deadman Wonderland and Mirai Nikki, because, what happens is you, once again, throw a bunch of high schoolers into a locked off place, basically, and they have to murder each other to get out. But what makes Danganronpa even creepier is that at the beginning, they're given a motivation. Basically everybody gets shown something personal to them, like their family or their friends, and then something bad happens to them, but you don't necessarily know what, and it kind of ends with, you want to know more about this, you have to escape. That's pretty fucked up. You still don't know what's going outside, you don't know what happened to their parents, and that's what makes it very creepy. So Danganronpa number 8. At number 7 we have Tokyo Ghoul, because come on now, you didn't think it wouldn't be on the list, would you? What's so creepy about Tokyo Ghoul is that the ghouls look exactly like people. They're just, regular humans who just happen to only be able to eat, normal humans. And that's what's so creepy about them, because literally everybody around you could be a ghoul and could be, planning to eat you. They could be nice ghouls, of course, which is why it's maybe slightly less creepy, but it's just creepy because you don't know who you can trust. Anybody could be a ghoul and they might at any point decide that you're their next dinner. So, yeah, Tokyo Ghoul at number 7. At number 6 we have Rindels of Emotion, which was a really weird series. It kind of explored the bad side of being immortal. Like, you can't die, but it can still hurt you really badly. But that's not really what I think is the most creepy about the series. What I think is the most creepy is the angels. And these are creatures that, are just bent on destroying, basically. But the creepy thing about this is that the things they are to destroy, and I'm really trying not to get into spoilers here, but the things they try to destroy are uncontrollably drawn to them. They know perfectly well that, these angels are going to kill them, but they can't stop going to them. That's really creepy. It's like willingly and knowingly going to your death. And aside from that, it's an anime series with episodes that aren't 25 minutes long. That's really creepy. Number 5 on the list is Elfin Lead. Elfin Lead is kind of similar to Tokyo Ghoul in that the enemies look really very much like humans. In Elfin Lead you can quite easily tell them apart because they have horns, but even then they're creepy because they're familiar. But what makes them more creepy is that in Tokyo Ghoul, I mean, ghouls are really powerful, but they're being fought by the inspectors. In Elfin Lead, you know, they try to fight against them, but they just can't win because the Diclonians, the enemies, are just so damn powerful. It's pretty much impossible to win against. And while the Diclonians are all emotionally very weak and fragile, it only makes them more creepy because, you know, they can go from little girl to, you know, absolute monstrous killing machine. And that's why Elfin Lead is at number 5. At number 4 we have Parasite. And what's creepy about this, well, it's kind of got the same thing as Tokyo Ghoul, as in, what Parasite's basically about is that aliens come down to Earth and they kind of take over people because they want to live on the Earth. What makes Parasite more creepy than Tokyo Ghoul is that in Tokyo Ghoul, you know, you have got some kind of government agency, the investigators, who, you know, actively fight against the ghouls, and with some fair amount of success. In Parasite you don't have that. Literally everybody could be a parasite. It could be, you know, the mayor or the president or something, you know, somebody with huge amounts of influence. They can have so much influence that they're quite literally uncatchable, even if you already know that they're an alien. And that's what makes it so creepy. Aside from that, it's also, well, ghouls can look pretty terrifying when they're fighting. Parasites look even, you know, they don't only look creepy, they look disgusting. It's horrible, and that's why Parasite's at number 5. At number 3 we have another, which is maybe the first genuine horror show on this list. What makes another so creepy is mainly the first part, where you kind of hear rumors about a curse and that sort of stuff, but you don't really know what's happening, and that's what makes it creepy. You know, as you go further and further into the series, things become more clear, and once the actual curse becomes clear, it's still pretty creepy because, well, the curse, it works in really weird ways. But further on, you know, towards the end of the series, it kind of resolves around, you know, let's just kill every bloody character we can, which makes it slightly less creepy and more just, disgusting. So that's why it's only at number 3 and isn't any higher. At number 2 we have Corpse Party. Kids are creepy. Or at least they can be creepy. They can also be very nice, but some of them can be creepy. And when you've got a series that basically revolves around being stuck in a creepy, horror-esque alternate dimension with creepy ghost children that run after you and try to kill you, aside from the fact that your own friends might be turning against you, you've got a pretty creepy series on your hands. So yeah, I don't know what to say about Corpse Party. It's just, it's terrifying. It's genuinely terrifying sometimes. And at number 1, the anime which I think is the creepiest anime around, or at least the creepiest anime I've watched, which maybe doesn't say that much, but it's Higurashi no Nagakoroni, or When They Cry, because Higurashi just has this fantastic blend between, you know, happiness and, you know, nothing's wrong and everything's just going okay, and absolutely brutal shit happening. It balances those two out perfectly, and that's what makes it so creepy. Aside from that, you know, throughout most of the series you have no idea what's exactly happening. What you have is, you know, several arcs, and at the end of the arc, you know, when all the stuff's happened, at the beginning of the next arc, none of that's happened. It's not a chronological thing, they kind of reset everything, and just different stuff happens from there on. And you have no idea why that happens. You have literally no idea. And that's what makes it so creepy, aside from, you know, the dissonance between the happy parts and the genuinely scary parts, and the just powerlessness because you don't know everything, is what makes Higurashi the creepiest anime to me. So yeah, that was my top 10 creepy anime. I hope you enjoyed watching it, and even more so than other times. If you think I've missed anything in this list, because I haven't watched that many creepy anime, please leave it in the comments, because, you know, I'd like to see what you guys think. And well, I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next month. Later!